Hello and welcome to Pirate News. I'm Keith Egan.
And I'm Matt Ambrose. In today's newscast, we will discuss upcoming campus events, your Seton Hall sports update, and the 5-day weather forecast.
The Rose Mercadante Chemistry and Biochemistry Seminar Series presents Functional Foods, Bioactivities, and Health presented by Dr. Chi Tang Ho on Thursday, October 19th from 5:45 to 7 p.m. in the McNulty Amphitheater. Dr. Ho is from the Department of Food Science at Rutgers University and will discuss functional food ingredients and what ingredients bioactivities make food healthy. There will be refreshments available starting at 5:30 p.m. For more information, please contact Maureen Grutt at chemistry@shu.edu.
The Immaculate Conception Seminary School welcomes Reverend Simon Kim, an assistant professor of theology at the University of Holy Cross in New Orleans, to give the most recent installment of the Garrity Lecture. The talk is entitled, From Immigrant Parish to Intercultural Church, the Ongoing Ecclesial Movement of U.S. Catholicism. The event takes place inside the University Chapel on Wednesday night from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. For more information, contact Deborah Carus at deborah.carus@shu.edu.
October is 2017 International Celebration Month. This month, Seton Hall will look to highlight the multiculturalism of its campus with events which are part of the celebration spanning across various academic departments, students, organizations, and individuals. The first event is the International Food Truck Festival, which takes place on Thursday, October 5th from 12 to 3 p.m. on the Green. You can find a complete list of International Celebration Month events on the university events calendar.
Any fans of the hit show Game of Thrones will want to be here for this. The English and History departments will be hosting a panel discussion on medieval times and how they relate to the hit HBO show. Panel members will be English professors Nancy Enright and Angela Weisel, as well as history professors Sarah Fieldston, Laura Wangerin, and William James Hoffer. The event takes place Thursday night from 5 to 6:30 p.m. in Nursing 113. For more information, call 973-275-2184.
And now we'll head over to Tim Best with your Seton Hall Sports Update. Tim?
Thanks, Keith. Hey there, Pirate Nation. This is Tim Best here with your Seton Hall Sports Update. After playing Butler to a scoreless draw at home on Thursday, the women's soccer team was outmatched on the road on Sunday, falling 5-0 to number 17 Georgetown in our nation's capital. The Pirates hung tough in the first half, only trailing 1-0 after the first 45 minutes of play. However, the Hoyas would quickly pick up the pace offensively, scoring 4 goals to run away with a blowout victory. The team is still looking for their first win of the 2017 season, and they will return to action on Thursday when they host arch-rival Villanova at O&T Carroll Field. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Now the volleyball team split its 2 matches over the weekend in Walsh Gym, falling in straight sets to 14th-ranked Creighton on Friday before bouncing back with a win in 3 sets over Providence the following night. The Pirates were led by senior Dominique Mason and junior Abby Thielen, who tallied 12 and 10 kills in the win, respectively. Saturday was also a big night for head coach Allison Yeager as the win over Providence put her at the century mark for her coaching career here in South Orange. Next up for the Pirates will be a midweek matchup with Georgetown on Wednesday at Walsh Gym. Game time is scheduled for 7 p.m. Last but not least, the men's soccer team played the role of spoiler on Saturday at O&T Carroll Field, upsetting number 25 Creighton 2-0 for their first win in 3 years over a ranked opponent. The Pirates got the early momentum they desperately needed when Creighton goalkeeper Michael Kluver was given a red card after a hard takedown of Jonathan Jimenez in the box only 9 minutes into the match. Andres Arcela then scored on the ensuing penalty kick to give the Hall the early 1-0 lead. They would continue to take advantage of playing a man up as Francisco Alderete fired a missile from 25 yards out into the back of the net in the 52nd minute to make it 2-0. The Pirates' defense was also impressive in the win, holding the Blue Jays to just 9 shots over the course of the match, only 3 of which were on target. They will look to build off this big win on Saturday when they return home to host DePaul. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. That's all for your Seton Hall Sports Update. Once again, I'm Tim Best. Now back over to Matt and Keith with more of the news you need to know.
Thanks, Tim. Professor in the School of Diplomacy and International Relations, Martin Edwards, has appeared in several media outlets across the world about President Trump's United Nations address. Edwards was noted as a UN expert when interviews by newswire service AFP to discuss the address from the president. His comments were featured in outlets such as MSN, Yahoo News, The Business Times, and several outlets in Asia and Europe.
This academic year marks the 5th anniversary of Seton Hall's Loyalty and Recognition Program, True Blue. To celebrate, there will be a dedicated tent on the Green with a variety of activities for students and parents on Saturday, October 21st, part of Seton Hall Weekend. The celebration will provide alumni, students, and parents to renew their True Blue membership or take the first steps in becoming a member. The program initially launched in 2012 and now has over 1,900 members and rising. For more information, contact John Snow at john.snow@student.shu.edu.
And now we'll take it over to Robert Ruszkowski with your 5-day forecast. Rob?
Thanks, Matt. My name is Robert Ruszkowski, and this is your 5-day weather forecast. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 69 degrees and a low of 53, but the temperature will rise tomorrow as it will be sunny with a high of 79 and a low of 57. On Thursday, it will once again get warmer with partly cloudy skies and high of 84 degrees and a low of 59, but temperatures will then begin to drop down on Friday to a high of 81 and a low of 62 as more clouds begin to roll in. The weekend will be cooler and cloudy with the high of 72, a low of 64 on Saturday, and a chance of showers coming later in the day. Well, that does it for this week's 5-day weather forecast. I'm Robert Ruszkowski. Now I'll send it back to Keith and Matt with more of the Seton Hall news you need to know.
Thanks, Rob. Interim President Mary Meehan is urging those within the Seton Hall community to help out with assisting those in need in Puerto Rico in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. Meehan drew upon the experiences many locals faced after Hurricane Sandy struck the tri-state area, asking individuals to think about those struggling on the island. Meehan asked that if financial donations could not be made, thoughts and prayers for those in Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands make a difference as well.
The Seton Hall Sports Poll found that 84% of Americans support the right to protest, with just 16% saying players should be ordered to stand for the anthem or be dropped from the team if they refuse. Of the 84% supporting that right to protest, 49% felt they should find a different way to express their political opinions, and 35% feeling that not standing is an acceptable means to protest. The poll was conducted on 845 adults across the U.S. This rivals an identical question posed last year about Colin Kaepernick, when 80% of those polled supported his right to protest. When asked in the latest poll about players standing, 44% of responders disapproved, while 32% approved and 25% had no opinion or did not know.
And that concludes today's broadcast of Pirate News. I'm Matt Ambrose.
And I'm Keith Egan. Thanks for watching and have a great day.